Last Christmas, I got this Lego set.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Sorry, go ahead.
Proceed.
We're starting over.
No, go ahead.
No, go.
Come on.
That's not funny.
We've got 15 minutes, so you better talk, baby.
I got this last Christmas, and I had started it, but then my mom had these other sets she wanted me to build.
Smaller Harry Potter sets.
Harry Potter sets. And so then we had to put it in the box, so then some pieces broke off, and I had missed some steps. So then I was getting really frustrated. My mom had to help, and then my mom missed a few steps.
Okay, and then let me talk about what happened, because then I was like, it's okay, baby, I can fix it. Let me get in here. And I proceeded, as you can see in the video, to miss a couple steps. I tried to fix what she had missed, and then I went through it and I missed them. And then we said, no, it's okay. We can figure this out. We can do it. And she continued to try and put it together.
But then I got super frustrated, so then I made Dad do it, and then he just did the whole thing. So we actually had to take it apart, as you can see here, and then
Completely down to the start all over again. To
Yeah,
the
because
beginning.
I got to a certain point and it just wasn't lining up, and I couldn't get it together. So
I made
easiest
him do it.
thing was to just take it all the way back down to the beginning and start over.
Well, and I think of all the Harry Potter sets that we've done, this one was 16 plus, and the other ones were like 8 plus, and I have to admit they were much easier. This one, you really had to have attention to detail, because in the other books, it was just simpler, but this one, it only went by the picture. So if you weren't paying attention for some reason, or you were talking, or you were watching TV, or maybe the phone rang, or, I got up to pick her up to go to school, and I came back, if I didn't take up exactly where I left off, then I might have missed a page or two, or maybe just one piece on one page, and then Dad over here, would hit the fan because he was like, oh, look what you've done.
You wanted me to fix it, and it's like, well, I can't fix it because I can't tell exactly where you missed. I can see this piece is missing, but you've got like 3 or 4 extra pieces. So I think I didn't take it all the way back down.
Yes, you did. You took it all the way down.
Not twice.
So we finally just gave up, and we said, do you want to do the whole thing on your own?
I said, yeah.
Which was kind of sad, because then we didn't get to build any of the castle. However, we have other smaller Harry Potter sets that we got her for her birthday or for Christmas, because that seems to be the go-to gift around this house. And so we just kind of let Dad do the whole thing, and this is what he has to say about it.
It was a very complicated set. I think this is the most complicated we've ever had, and it was like 37 bags of Legos.
But was it fun?
It was fun at times, and then towards the end, I just kind of wanted to get it done. It was getting a little burned out, and I haven't built any Legos since, and we finished this, like 2 months ago
This one
now?
took 3 months altogether, because we didn't do it all at one time. Like, we
Yes.
only did it whenever we had time, which meant it ate up most of the dining room
weekend.
table and big chunks of the weekend, because we were trying to film it as we did it. And even on fast forward, it still took a good 15 minutes to show everything and how long it took. This was, okay, so you did do a little bit more there, I see. I don't think I did. I think I completely gave up towards the end. I was like, you're on your own. And he did a fabulous job. Are those my hands? No, those are her hands.
Those are your hands.
I think she did this, and I think I.
Oh, no,
take
that is
this.
me, because I have a wedding ring on. So I think I did.
And that's Dad.
I did a little bit more, but then I think I got to the point around.
See, I had to take it all back down.
Yeah, and
It
that's
was
when I was like, okay, I'm done, and you're on your own. But I mean, was it a fun build?
No.
Not for you, but for Daddy, was it a fun
I kept
build?
messing up.
I think it's
I
more
think
for
it-
adults rather than kids. This one, most of the
Yeah.
Harry Potter sets are definitely for children. This one was more for an adult. I found it extremely frustrating as an adult who is not necessarily really attention to detail.
I mean, yeah, because the book, it doesn't like highlight the pieces. Sometimes it'll like pieces, if they're on the back side and you can't necessarily see them, it'll give you a little indication or a little arrow or something. But for the most part, the pieces, and even I would miss things and have to go back and figure out how to fix it or tear it apart. Like I remember when I was putting the tower together where Dumbledore's office is at the top, I had completely missed the first step because normally on the first page it's just like, hey, it's this bag, and then it would show you how to, like, if you would have the four houses, the four heads of the houses. So, like, I think I got Godric Gryffindor. I put him together, and I thought that was all that was on that page, but there was actually a step that I completely missed that I didn't realize until I got to the end of the tower.
See, you're not the only one.
Right.
I think it was.
And I think I had to lift the tower up to get the piece down at the base, and I'm sure that's in the video, but it goes so fast you can't tell.
Was it 4?
Oh, hi.
Oh, I love the
clone
little
trooper.
Star Wars
He's
guy.
Star Wars. This is Harry Potter.
Well, you know, sometimes they mesh. So, I know you said your favorite part was the stained glass windows. You thought those were beautiful. We tried to put the flashlight in the back so that you could kind of see them. I know they have a light set for this, a lighting set, which would be absolutely amazing. But I know people have also cheated that didn't want to do that, and they just put like Christmas lights in there. I mean,
You could probably figure something out with like a little string of LED lights.
at this point, after the exhaustion that was putting it together, I would just go with the Christmas lights. I don't know if I'd want to go, because you have to.
I think you got to deconstruct, and
Ugh,
I
right.
think the
Yeah.
LEDs go in as you're building if you get one of those light sets.
Yeah.
So,
We have two. We haven't tried either one yet.
do you think that that it had too many stickers?
Um,
I've heard people complain about the stickers.
There was a lot of stickers, and then I know at one point I wasn't paying attention. I had the sticker, like, I put my elbow on the sticker sheet, and one of the stickers got stuck to my elbow, and then it kind of got bent, and it got a crease in it. I mean, I think it's fine. I don't think you can tell which one it was. Yeah.
Well, I think it used to not have so many stickers, and they had like the pieces, and it would have it on there. And now
Yeah, sometimes they print it right on the.
I don't know. I'm hearing that Lego's gotten really lazy with stickers, and people don't like the stickers. I think if you mess up with the stickers, there aren't ever any backup stickers, so you have to get it on there really straight, and you can't mess up. Or so I feel like the stickers are a little stressful, and there were a lot of stickers in this.
Yeah, and I messed up the stickers here. Not necessarily on the inside, but it was when I was doing the outside of the tower. Like I had them flipped upside down, which
Ugh.
I don't know that you would necessarily be able to tell, but they were windows, and if you look close, the windows would have been upside down. So I had to gently peel it off. I think it's these pieces here. Yeah, gently peel it off and then reapply it the right way.
So I think if you just did it all at one time, it would take days, and it would be exhausting and maybe not fun. But on that note, you could finish it, and you wouldn't mess up on any steps. Or I think the way we did it, we just did it whenever we had time, which is what most people do because people work and they have lives and their kids go to school. So we just did it whenever we had time, and then you're like, okay, where did I leave off? And then it ends up taking 3 months, which, so it took up the dining room table. It's fine. But I just.
But what I found is whenever I stopped, I would always stop at the end of a bag. And then I would put the next bag out, like on the book, on the table, so I knew where I was going to start. Because I think if you stopped in the middle of a bag and you didn't, like, remember what step you were on,
That's what I did.
yeah, it would be
That's
hard, and then
confusing.
you can make mistakes. So I remember sometimes I get yelled at because, oh, it's time for go to bed, or
I need
you
my
gotta wash-
phone.
yeah.
I need my phone.
that was a big one.
Yeah. But we tried to set it up so that it was on the tripod and it was above, so you could see the whole build. Usually I put it down, but this was it was easier because it was such a tall and grandiose build. Did you think it was going to take as long as it did? I would never in a million
No.
years have thought it was going to take this, as long as it did. But the end product was absolutely, so much detail. They
Oh,
really
yeah.
did put
I
a
mean-
lot of detail into it.
You had the stuff from the Sorcerer's Stone. So you have the what's the name of that vine that grows? And you got to say Lumos, and it goes away.
The one
Devil Snare.
Devil Snare.
Right.
There's Devil Snare in there, and then you've
There
got
the staircases
Yes.
that move.
the staircases move, and going back to Sorcerer's Stone. So you got the Devil Snare, and then you got the wing keys, then you got the Wizard's chess.
Umbridge's office, which is bright pink, and it really stands out as opposed to the rest of it. There was even a clip in here where we were arguing, and I just had to cut it out because you didn't build it all. Like, it was around here. We must have gotten into an argument about something, and you
Oh,
were
yeah, it
really
looked like I
mad.
was just
So I had
yelling
to.
at the TV
I
or
just
something.
deleted it because like you didn't build it all. That clip we were just arguing. But it was. I'm thrilled that it's finished, and I appreciate all the hard work that you gave to it. I like that it had the 4 house people, the Godric Gryffindor and Ravina Ravenclaw and
Helga Hufflepuff,
and
Salazar
Slytherin. And those people were, like, I don't want to say life size, but they were Lego size.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I was most disappointed when I found out how it was going to look were how small the people were. Like the actual tiny itty bitty people, not these people, but the little tiny people that go inside. You can't even tell that they're people. And so I prefer the other sets where you can put them together and it makes the castle, because I feel like you can actually play in it and make little scenes, and it's just easier to see. This one is more for like definitely display. It's not one to play with. It's just like, wow, this is, Hogwarts, and we built this and it's gorgeous and we're going to set it up. But I prefer the smaller one because we make lots of little scenes, that we'll put on Twitter or whatnot, or X. And it's just fun to play with them and make the voices. I think so. My daughter is maybe she's getting out of the stage. We started when she was in 2nd grade. Now she's in 5th. So now she's like, eh. But when she was in 2nd, she would do there's Umbridge's office.
Yeah.
She would do the little voices with me, and it was a lot of fun. Sometimes I find I'm doing them by myself now, which is, it's okay, but it's not as much fun. You lose some of the magic when the little ones grow up. But
this also had, I know I had a close-up of Hagrid's hut. It also had the Whomping Willow, which you can see in the background. There's pictures at the end.
And what was the big spider?
Aragog.
Yeah, but what was that scene? Because it was like he was there next to something.
Oh, he was. In here, they have it next to Hagrid's hut.
Okay. Yeah. So, this was towards the end.
Yeah,
and it was two parts. I didn't realize it was 2 parts. I thought it was all. Did you connect them together at the end?
They don't like snap together, but they do have little pins that will line up and hold it together. And I think I showed that in the pictures. Oh, there's the clone trooper down there at the bottom.
I see him.
There he is
He's
in the
always
window.
jumping
Yeah.
around I think he should always stay in the castle and like protect it. He reminds me of those stone statues at the very front when McGonagall, they went to war and she turned them loose and they protected the castle. I think that the stormtrooper there is again. And you drank lots of tea while you were doing this, I noticed.
Yeah, this was getting down to the nitty gritty. That was the last. There you go. It's all together.
Gorgeous. And then we just put together a lot of still shots to show how big it was. We tried to do it live, like just going around, but it was too shaky and it was hard to focus. So we just ended up doing just the still shots. So the last few minutes of the video, there's Star Trooper again. Stormtrooper.
Clone trooper. He's a clone trooper.
Okay, for goodness sake.
There you can see where it's apart, and then those 2 pieces just slide together.
Right. So you could put it 2 separate. When you display it, you could put 2 separate. You could put it in 2 separate areas. But if you wanted the entire Hogwarts, yeah, and the staircases move. I thought that was really amazing.
Yeah.
And you had the chest set down there. But the still shots. Oh, there's the mirror of what's Arised. Just such detail. They're the tiny people.
Yeah.
They're so small. I was very disappointed. But we did put them in the boats at one point. Did you take pictures of that?
I think I did at some point.
Yeah. So thank you to my amazing husband for putting this together when my daughter and I messed it up. And he did a fabulous, fabulous job. And it was a lot of work, but definitely worth it. We put the Forbidden Forest backdrop that he painted for other scenes. We put that in the back so you could see. I like too how that the big dragon is on the outside of the castle, clinging to the sort of like at Gringotts,
Up there by Dumbledore's office.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Hagrid's hut.
Yeah, where's the one with the spider?
I just spin it around.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it's in the back of Hagrid's hut.
There's a Whomping Willow with the car, the Weasley's car.
And then I moved the sword out of his face.
Yeah.
I really
just
like
the
that
boathouse.
shot, yeah.
And I tried to light up the stained glass there.
So it was a lot of work, but thank you very much for doing it.
You're welcome. Hope you guys enjoy.